Hello. Hi. Welcome back to my channel. It's quen.gail if you're on the YouTube world, quen.gail if you know me in real life, or any variation of the sort. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. I just wanted to do a really easy tutorial for you all today. I just feel like the easiest way to start a new year as far as like refreshing your makeup is just to start from basics, right? Let's just go light and bright and airy. Let's just do something really simple. Let's just do something really lightweight, nothing too crazy on the eyes, and then we'll build up from there, right? So I just have my full coverage face on as usual. Foundation I used today was Huda Beauty, and my skin's already reacting. Stop using this foundation, Quen. But I love it so much. I'm wondering, no, my skin is never gonna get used to it. If my skin was gonna get used to it, I would have gotten used to it by now. And it's not. So I just need to stop wearing this foundation, which is fine. I also though wanted to do a brow tutorial. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Do I start with the brows or do I start with my eyes? Let's start with my brows because I feel crazy not having brows on. I'm going to do a more of a natural brow today, so I'm going to be using brow pencils. I feel like these are honestly the easiest thing to use when you're trying to do your brows. I typically will use a gel or a cream gel type of thing. I usually use the e.l.f. one, or I'll use the MAC Cosmetics one. e.l.f. I started trying maybe 6 months ago, just because I just wanted something that was easy and cheap, and I just wanted to see if I liked it, and I actually did like it. But anyway, so let's do my brows. So this pencil is called Spiked, and I also have Stud. Spiked is just a little bit softer in color than Stud is. If you have lighter hair, Lingering is always really popular from MAC. If you have a reddish tint to your brows, then Strut is a good one. I don't know, there's all types of brow products, or whatever your favorite brow product is. I have a headache because my hair. Let's go ahead and jump right in. I'm going to start just by twisting this up a little bit, and maybe I can move you. Let me see how close I can move you. Hi. Hello. This is weird. I'm also gonna use a mirror for guidance, just because I'm not gonna be looking at you all. Oh no, I broke my mirror. I'm not gonna be looking at you all because I'm gonna be doing this, but I'm gonna angle so that you can see what I'm doing as well, okay? So the way I start, I shave off half of my brow, right? We all know this. This is just something I do. If you already have a full brow, you're just gonna follow your natural brow shape. I'm going to kind of be creating a shape here, but I just use really soft pressure, and I start by kind of just lining and following along the bottom of my brow. So the very most bottom edge, I'm going to start by connecting it to make it look a little bit more uniform, okay? And then I'm going to go to the top and do the same thing, really soft. Let the product do the work for you, okay? And then I'm going to come to a little bit more of what is this, like a taper. So I'm gonna start to pull this down. That broke, okay? And then I always like to look afar and then look from up close as well. Twist up a little bit more. Oh. And then I'm going to connect the bottom line. And just go slow until you get that connection. If you want your brow to come to a point, you really are just going to stop when you hit that top line. You're not gonna focus on really thickening this up. Once you hit that line, you're just gonna connect it really softly and be done. I hope that makes sense. I really hope that makes sense. And then I'm just going to start to now fill in my brow. And this is still just using Spiked. I'm just gonna comb up and through with that pencil. Really soft pressure at the front of the brow because the brows are naturally more sparse at the front. And just keep combing through, and you'll start to see that it's gonna fill in. The heavier handed you go, the more intense you're going to get right away. Let the brush or the product, whatever you're using, do the work for you. And I'm gonna start to slowly shade in this outer part. Now once you've added the color a little bit more, then you can decide, okay, do I want a little bit more of a shape in a certain area? And I kind of do, so I'm gonna actually pull this out. I like a little bit more of a straight brow, but this is a little too straight. So I'm gonna pull this out, and then I'm gonna bring it down. And I'm doing this with the lighter color to begin, because when I go in with the darker color, then it becomes a little bit more final. So now I'm going to switch over to Stud, which is a darker pencil. And I'm really just going to focus this one on the outer part of my brow where I kind of created that tail. And I'm just going to fill in the color. So I'm going to go a little bit more intense here. But look at that, how that's already changed it. And then I can kind of go in further if I want to. And if you decide that you really want to change up the shape, just use a little bit of concealer or just take like a napkin or a Q-tip and just to wipe. That's the benefit of doing a pencil, because you can really start to alter your shape as you go. But I am good with that. And then to make it even more natural, you're going to take like a little spoolie. It was right in front of me. You're just going to take a spoolie and you're just going to comb it through. I especially will comb through the front just to make it more soft and more defined as far as my hairs go. And I comb up and then I kind of lay them back down. Okay, so that is the brow. So it's still sculpted for me, but it's more natural in color. And the reason why it is sculpted is because I shave off my other half of my brow. So if I just had more of a natural brow, then I would just kind of comb it through and follow the shape of my brow naturally. So I'll show you now in fast forward on the other side. Okay, and then one tip for you, I'm looking at the my phone, but tip for you, tilt your chin up to see the symmetry on the bottom, to see if it like raises too high on one side, which this side is curving just a little bit more in through here, and then you can tilt your chin down to see if they go up as evenly. So I'm just gonna fix this side to drop it down a little bit. And then I'm gonna comb it through. And that is my more natural eyebrow tutorial. Tip for you all though, so let's just say that you feel like you went a little too dark. There's a couple things you can do. You can take a Q-tip, get it a little bit damp with some like water or something, and then kind of comb it through the front of the brow. Or I've seen people that have taken their powder, so they'll take their powder, they'll take a spoolie brush, they'll kind of wiggle it in there without damaging the brush, and then they'll comb through to kind of lighten the coloring. I don't know if I always feel like that works, but it definitely does take away from some of the shadow. So you could do that as well. Remember what I was saying though, you're just gonna comb with the shape of your natural brow. The only reason why I sculpted the end a little bit is because I don't have hairs there naturally, so I had to create a shape. If you already have a shape or a defined shape to your brow, you're just gonna go with the shape that you actually already have. So let's go ahead and jump into the actual Like I said, I wanna keep it just really nice and light and airy today. Nothing too intense, nothing too over the top. So I'm gonna take like a brown color to put in my crease, and I actually wanna use some like yellows and some ochres today. So the brown I'm gonna use is in the Tarteist Pro palette, and it's the one that's right at the bottom here called Edgy. I'm gonna use it on a really big fluffy brush, and this is just to add a little bit of definition to my crease. So it's a very subtle moment. So now I actually want to go in to, this is a color from ColourPop, but I didn't have a whole palette for it, so I just put it in my old MAC palette, and this is a MAC color. So this one is called Chrome Yellow, and then this one, the ColourPop color, I want to say it's called Paper Tiger. That's the one. So Paper Tiger is what I'm going to take first. I'm going to really load it up on that 224 brush, tap out the excess, and we're just going to kind of hit the whole lid space, even going over that first color, because I want like a tint, like an ochre tint to my lid. Okay, so that's like that tint that I was going for. And then I'm actually gonna take that chrome yellow, and I know it looks so bright, but it actually is not gonna show up that bright on me. I feel like this is one of those colors that you need a base for that's just as bright as this, like a white base essentially. I'm gonna load it up though. I'm gonna just hit my lid. Now if you want to, you can go back into that brown color just to bump it back up a little bit. I'll do that. But just the smallest amount. I didn't want that really to show at all. Even that I feel like is showing too much. But and then, because I want some shimmer, I'm gonna take a color and I'm gonna pop it into my inner corners right here. So let's take my 242 brush, go back to that Tarte palette, I think, yeah, Tarte palette. And my favorite color in here is called Glam, which is this one right here. One that's shining, 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 this one. And I'm just gonna put that right in there. This one will be more intense if you use it wet. Or if you use your finger even and just kind of like press it in. If you want more intensity, you know how I also like to use the color from the Jaclyn Hill palette, the one in the top left corner when you're looking at it face on. So now it's just going to be mascara and then deciding if you want to put lashes on. I think I'm going to put lashes on, so I'll come right back with that. Actually, I wanted to say something really fast. If you have great lashes or if you have a great mascara that you really love, you can just put on mascara and then call this look a day. It can be just like an everyday, just bright-eyed look. Like I just put on mascara and I looked at this and I was like, this is actually really pretty just with my little gimpy lashes, and that kind of like, I do my lashes kind of spidery, but I actually really like it like that. So you could literally just do this and then call it a day. But yeah, I just want to give you that option, which you obviously do. You have that option because it's your life and you can live it how you want to, but just, yeah. Okay, y'all, so there you have it. This is the look. That's it. That's it. The only reason why the only reason why this video is going to take longer than 5 minutes is because of my eyebrow tutorial. Other than that, that's it. That's it. There's no reason why this video should take longer than 5 minutes. There's no reason why this look should take you longer than 15 minutes to do. I mean, depending on how much like effort you put into your skin and stuff like that. I did a full coverage face. Face usually for me without recording takes like 5 minutes. Well, 5 minutes for, okay, I'm lying. So like 2 minutes for foundation. I do concealer and then it's for a couple minutes and then everything on like contour highlights. So let's just say at most like 9 to 10 minutes for face, 5 minutes for your eyes. So if you're prepping blue head time for your lashes. Brows, you're gonna bow those out. Bust those out is what I should have said. And you'll be done quickly. So yeah, let me know what you think of this look. Don't be afraid of, I feel like a lot of time people are afraid of like yellows and ochres. Those are colors that look genuinely, in my opinion, good on most people. But if you are not if you're not a fan, why can I not talk today? If you're not a fan of looks that are this like yellowy or ochre-y, then you could just go like a really nice like soft browny peachy color, or just beige. Just go for beige. Do what I did at the beginning and then just throw on some lashes, whatever you want to. Pop a little bit of shimmer in the inner corner. I did end up adding that Jaclyn Hill color at the end just because I did really like how bright it made that inner corner. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, friends.